Hi, this is Subramaniam Shankaran from IEEE. The beauty of NIST CSF 2.0, okay, is, number one, okay, they have introduced what is called the governance, okay, as a function. Okay, the governance function is going to help us with the maturity model. Now, how do you govern yourself to reach a particular maturity level? Now, there are different maturity levels, okay, 4 levels of maturity, okay, given in NIST CSF. Now, there's something called as a profile. Okay, what the profile means? Where are we with respect to the cyber security at the moment? Where do we actually want to go? Now, if you look at this particular terminology, it is very similar to the ITIL. Okay, so what we discussed in ITIL, the version 3. Okay, we have something called the service, design. Okay, then service strategy, design, transition, and operations, and the continuous service improvement. Now, the strategy actually tells you where you are at the moment and where do you actually want to go. Okay, so when you have a strategy, then you design, okay, then you transition to that particular maturity level, and then you operate on that level, and there's a continuous service improvement. So plan, do, check, and act. Okay, they're all interrelated. If you look at the NIST CSF, okay, the profiles, not protection profile, that is on common criteria. Now, the profile basically tells you where are you at the moment with respect to cyber security. Now, the NIST CSF 2.0 has got a checklist, okay, starting from governance and blah, blah, blah. Now, this checklist is going to tell you, okay, what is your current profile? Okay, where are you at the moment? Okay, and where do you actually want to go? So it is like, when you have a statement of applicability in ISO 27001, we do the gap analysis with the statement of applicability and again the audit checklist, etc., and see where we are at the moment and where do you want to go with respect to the ISO 27001 requirement. The same thing holds good for NIST CSF also. Now, in the NIST CSF, okay, so it also helps you to transition from your current profile to what is called the target profile. Okay, target profile is where do you want to actually go. Okay, the checklist for it is the same. Okay, so when you start the project, okay, we are going to assess the current profile. Okay, and then it will tell you where do you want to actually go. Okay, now the other beauty of the profile is it also depends upon what sort of an industry that you're operating from. You can be a BFSI, you can be a maritime industry, you can be a part of the hospitality industry, healthcare, blah blah blah. Now, it is also a requirement on where you are now and where do you want to go. Okay, the current profile and the target profile, and what industry that you are actually in. For example, if you look at the US, you've got the HIPAA compliance. Okay, now the NIST CSF implementation 2.0 could be very generic to what your current profile is and your target profile is. But if you're going to part of the healthcare, okay, domain, okay, the HIPAA is also something that you need to comply with. Okay, so that becomes a part of your cyber security requirement. So you have something called the community profile, you have something called the current profile, you have something called the target profile. So your target profile is something which you want to achieve, okay, along with the community profile, and your current profile is where you are. Okay, the profiling, okay, decides the maturity level, okay, and where do you want to actually go. It is not only with respect to the compliance, okay, the meeting the compliance requirement with respect to NIST CSF, but also what level you are operating. Are you not complying at all? Are you just complying? Or are you also complying and then managing? Or are you also optimizing it? Okay, for example, the service improvement processes, okay, and the root cause analysis, trend analysis. Okay, so everything is done at the level 4. Okay, if you're just managing it, it's going to be level 3. If you're complying with it, you're just implemented it. Okay, it's going to be level 2. Okay, so there are a lot of levels in which we're going to discuss. Now, the maturity level and the profiling, okay, as a part of the NIST CSF is actually the catch. So join me for NIST CSF Certified CSF Professional and subscribe to this channel for continuous videos with respect to the cyber security, data protection, business continuity, and exciting news. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.